It's a campaign that enjoys support from people of different faiths, cultures and backgrounds. Gibraltarians among those who have defended our democratic freedoms, our way of life. Legion members and serving forces personnel were on Main Street today to raise awareness and funds.
So in terms of what is today all about, in fact what's the process of selling Poppies all about, it's a combination of, first of all, making money in order to support servicemen and their families. So there's a very strong sort of money charity piece to it, but also far more it's about awakening that understanding of what the services, particularly the armed services, what the armed services do and have done for society in general, and about the ultimate sacrifice. So it's a really, it's always a very, very poignant and really important time of year for those in uniform, but I think for society as a whole.
Evidence of that is on display at City Hall, the Heritage Trust premises, and also at John Mackintosh Hall. A project started by the Arts and Crafts Association. Individuals worked together to knit and crochet poppies, creating these large banners. A labour of love for those who put in many hours on these beautiful creations to raise awareness and remember.
It means a great deal. Firstly, because you commemorate those who have served their country, those who have died in the service of the country, and also those who are currently serving their country. So I think it's important that we take some time to remember their sacrifices, and also to remember that the poppy is not just a symbol of remembrance, but also it's one of hope for the future, that there won't be conflicts. And secondly, also hope for those who have been affected by war or any conflict in terms of rehabilitation, PTSD. So give them some hope in terms of getting over that experience.
Is it harder to feel hopeful at the moment, given that war feels closer to Gibraltar rather than further?
Yes, unfortunately, we don't live in good times. Conflicts are close to us, and it's a time of conflict which is affecting a lot of people. And actually, the service personnel, the British military are not that involved at the moment, directly involved. But yeah, we always stand ready for whatever happens, but it's not particularly good times at the moment. Perhaps people think that people in the army are the ones, or the military want conflict more than anybody else. Actually, it's probably the other way around. People who've experienced conflict are the ones that know what happens and what it takes and the effect it has. Those who survive are sometimes worse off and are very, very affected by it. So the military are there to do a job. They do it because the country requires it for whatever reason. But certainly, they don't go about doing it with any sort of glee or satisfaction about it. Today there was a cruise ship and there was a German cruise ship, and a lot of them bought poppies, and some of them knew, others we explained, and they were happy to provide funds and get the poppy as well.
Tonight there was a festival of remembrance at the Cathedral of the Holy Trinity. The British War Memorial will see Remembrance Sunday marked, and on Monday morning the Lobby of Parliament will host the Armistice Day ceremony.